Men and their sheds, men and their sheds, men and their sheds.
Welcome back. As I promised, our next guest is a young man who built his own special car. So we sent out our roving reporter to investigate. Over to you, Mervyn.
Yeah, mate, I'm here in Zach's man cave. Apparently, he's got a Batmobile. Oh, yeah?
That's not the Batmobile. This is the Batmobile.
What do you want at Wayne Manor, Joker?
I come to see your man cave, Batman. Oh, sorry. Batcave.
There's a cave. Caveat. No psychopaths allowed. But there is a cave with your name on it, Joker. It's called a jail. Cell.
Speaking of cells, Batman, it's time you went electric. Your car is so noisy.
Batman, it's the commissioner. To the airport.
Well, here you coming, Batman. Let me in your cave. I'll build you a battery mobile. Did I sell the idea?
Sure. Knock yourself out.
Batman, that's assault.
Zach Mihajlovic had a dream to build a car, not just any car, but a car to use for good, not evil. A car to put smiles on sick kids' faces, so he built a Batmobile, and he's about to arrive right now.
How are you, bud?
Good, mate. Welcome to the show,
Chris.
Zach.
Thank you.
Take a seat. Mate, where did the dream come from to build this brilliant Batmobile?
Thank you.
And how did you get the skills in the first place?
Like any 5-year-old going to see the '89 Batman movie, obviously a poor choice of my parents because it's a pretty scary movie, but seeing this car, I can just remember wanting something like that or wanting the car, but obviously very far-fetched sort of dream. Had all the toys growing up, and I managed to be able to source a few parts off Warner Brothers, and then having a grandfather that's pretty handy. Like, everyone needs some old retired bloke with too much time and money. So I exploited him. I said to him I would love to build this Batmobile, and we'd done some old cars and motorcycles, but I pitched in the idea to build this car, and he thought I was a bit mad.
Why did you choose this motoring mobile icon, and how long did it actually take you to do?
Yeah, well, in all honesty, whatever Batmobile parts came up, I would have done, but I'm glad it was the '89, obviously having that connection to the movie, and it truly being the first like dream car of mine. But yeah, going on from there, with my grandfather, he sort of inspired me there a little bit, and it was going to be a hard task. Obviously, getting a Batmobile registered is very tough.
I was going to say, it's the only one of its kind, apparently, that's street legal in the world.
Yeah.
So what did it take to get it registered as roadworthy?
Initially, when I was doing it, there's sort of some people that have done some similar things now, but when we were doing it, it took us about a year to make, but 2 years to get street registered, because obviously no engineer wants to touch it. So we went through some engineers, and I remember the second or third engineer when we pulled up with it on the trailer, and it had been finished, like very close to what it was looking like now. And he sort of just told me to back up. You've got no chance, bud. But my grandfather was like, we'll find someone. And we found a guy, and he said if it meets all the tests and passes everything, then I'll pass it. But I'd sort of dug myself a bit of a hole at that point because already obviously had the car finished, but didn't have any grand plans initially to get it registered. I was just happy enough with the car. But from that point, once the car had been finished, the inquiry, the interest started to come, whether...
Well, we spent the day with Zach here and captured his Batmobile on the road, and also the public's reaction when Batman and Batmobile go for black olives, because Zach had a penchant for the old pizza. Let's have a look. Well, that's some reaction you get just driving around town. But there's something else you do with the Batmobile that's very special. Tell us about that.
I had to use the car for good. Like a lot of times when someone has something like this, it just gets locked up. You see it in a museum, but there's no interaction there. And I just wanted to give back with it. I get so much joy out of helping out or being able to fulfill someone's dream. And a lot of the times with like Make-A-Wish, the kids are really into these superheroes. And so it started out as just wanting to go for a ride in the Batmobile. And then as it evolved, these things have turned in like a full day now where we put together anything from rescuing Scooby-Doo to hanging out in the train tunnels in the Batcave. So it's like a tailored experience now for these kids, and their imagination is brilliant. So you come up with the funnest things, whether it's Taronga Zoo, like my brain's rattling with all these great things that we've done with the car. So I remember being like 8, 9 years old and a guy let me sit in his Ferrari.
Yeah.
And I still remember that to this day, like vivid memory of it, him just giving up his time. And to be able to give back something like that,
Mate.
It's brilliant. And as a character too is great, because they don't know who I am, which is perfect.
Men and their shades.